Hello and welcome to BetLabs. This is the BetLabs dashboard. Let's start with the My Systems section. We started you out with some example systems. Anytime you build or copy a system, it will be listed here. We'll list all the key information, and you can even get more details by clicking on the Expand button. Next, let's take a look at the My Picks section. This is where current games that fit your system will appear. Again, you can click on the expand box. You can see the overall and seasonal records of any of your current matches. All of that information is for systems you already have. Let's try creating a brand new one. Click the Create System button. Enter a name for our system. Select a sport and a bet type. And we'll go with a full game system and hit Create. We start you with season type as a default filter, and it's set to regular season only. All of the available filters are listed here, and there are over 100 to choose from. We're not going to go through all of them in this video, but we will go over the four main types of filters. The four types are range, list, average, and min-max filters. Let's take a look at a range filter. I'll click on line info, and that'll open up a group of filters based on line information. So let's take a look at spread range. So here we can see the range goes from -27 to +27, indicating a 27-point favorite all the way up to a 27-point dog. Now with range, you can input it in multiple ways. You can drag each endpoint to where you want to go, or you can simply type. Say you wanted to look at 7-point dogs up to 21-point dogs, and you're done. Another good thing about the range filters is we give you this graph down here below where you can mouse over and see individual data points. This way you don't have to guess to see what kind of ranges you're looking for. For example, here we have a nice range from -3.5 to -6. So without just guessing, you can plug in that range. And if you're comfortable with that, you can hit Save Filter, and that'll be added to your system. Alright, let's go ahead and delete that filter, and we'll take a look at the same filter in a list format. So we'll do Spread List. Again, we're looking at the closing spread, but this time instead of a range, you can pick your data points. So you can sort by the spread, and say you just want to look at some of the key points. So we can go 3, 7, 10, 14. Again, same thing, you can hit Save Filter. Your graph will update. Your record and money won and ROI will update at the top. And again, it's just a different way of looking at the same information, either a list view or a range view. Alright, we'll go ahead and delete that filter. The next one we'll look at is an average filter. So let's go ahead and go down here to streaks, and we'll go to recent score margin average. Now there's an about filter that you can read when you're inside the filter that gives you a description of it. But basically you're just looking at your margin of victory or margin of defeat over the selected number of games. So here you have a little drop down, so you could say over the last 5 games, and you say you're winning each game by an average of 10 or more points. You can see the results, the money won there. So again, this is looking at the average. So over the 5 games, the average is between 10 and 27.4. Let's look at another filter, similar, but it uses a min-max. Let's take a look at offensive point streak. So again, you have a drop down. So we'll say 3 games. And let's say you had between 30 and 45. So you had a 3-game streak between 30 and 45 points. Now this one is not an average. This means that the minimum amount of points over that 3 games was 30, and the maximum amount of points over that 3 games was 45. Anytime it's an average filter, it will say average in the description. Go ahead and close that filter. Every filter listed is different. but it will be one of those 4 types of filters. Now if you scroll to here, you can actually see the results graph of your system that you're building. Again, you can mouse over and get data points for each date of the system. You can also click the past system pics. It will show you every previous play that's been in your system, and you can sort by odds, results, was the most money you won, visitor score, and any of the top tier navigation you see there. Also, you can click current system picks, and it'll show you any current games that fit. So this one, we haven't added anything else, we're just looking at regular season, so it's telling you to take every team. You can also rename your system once you've actually created it. Simply rename it, call it first system. The details will stay the same. Your system is automatically saved, no reason to click save or anything. If you click on my system, this will take us back to the dashboard, and you will now see that system listed there at the top. Hopefully that gets you started on BetLabs, but we encourage you to watch the other tutorial videos if you need any additional help. Or always, you can come up here to the help section and click on the live help to talk to one of us immediately.